Good morning, good morning. Today is Tuesday, August 8th, and welcome back to my channel for another What I Eat to Lose Weight video. We are keeping the ball rolling with this anti-diet, real-life diet, diva diet, not a diet, everyone's on a diet. Clearly, I haven't decided what I want to call this yet. But the bottom line is we are eating real foods, regular foods. We are not focused on restriction. We are not focused on deprivation because I am convinced that we can eat what we want as long as we balance things out with vegetables, lean protein, healthy food choices, and eat everything in moderation and with portion control. If that sounds interesting to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not already a member of the Diva and the Divine community, because I would love to have you as part of it. So what's new and exciting today? Well, let me tell you, there's not a whole lot that's out of the ordinary, but my meals today, you will see, are my first attempt at meal prepping. I am starting to get into meal planning and meal prepping, and even though I am in temporary housing right now and I don't have access to all of the goodies that I normally keep in my kitchen, my air fryer, my crock pot, all of those things that I use so regularly are still sitting in Chicago. We are getting so much closer to me actually having them back again, but for now, we still have to work with what we've been given. That being said, I did meal prep a whopping one meal this week that you will see as my lunch, and I'm very, very excited about it because yesterday I had my first bit of meal prepped meals, and what ended up happening was I didn't have to stop what I was doing. I didn't have to stop my working momentum, working on content creation for Diva and the Divine, because I had my meals already prepped. The longest I spent in the kitchen yesterday was literally to mix my almond butter into my yogurt. That is the longest I spent in the kitchen prepping my food for the day. And if this is what meal prep life is like, I think I can get on board. So you will see my prepped meals today, which I'm super excited about. In the future, I do want to create some content about meal prepping and meal planning and share my newbie adventure with you guys. Gotta stop for coffee. Gotta stop for coffee. I might like the color purple a little bit. In terms of a weight loss update, this past week on Friday, I weighed in at a 1.6 pound loss, which was pretty incredible, and it negated the gain that I've experienced from this whole moving chaos and whatnot. I hadn't been tracking as diligently as I wanted to. Working out has been interrupted by, moving and all of that chaos. With the fact that I gained only 2 pounds throughout the entire session of not weighing myself was awesome. And I managed to lose almost all of it in 1 week of intermittent fasting and making sure that I stayed within my points. This does not mean that I did not indulge, because I had plenty of indulgences and I still managed to lose. This week's not looking so promising, and even though we had a very indulgent weekend yet again, the weekend is not what I'm thinking is doing it. I checked my monthly friend tracker the other day and went, oh snap, I'm PMSing right now, and I'm not having the emotional PMSing problems, but I'm having the physical ones. And I just feel so bloated and so gross. And I swear to you, I drank like 130 something ounces of water yesterday trying to get rid of it. And oh boy, did it not help at all. At all. So I'm dealing with that right now, but I'm keeping positive. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. If I don't feel like my normal self by Friday, I won't be stepping on the scale, because you don't need that negativity in your life, especially if you know that the primary contributing factor is not something that you can control. I'm doing everything right. I still have weeklies left. I have been tracking every single day, and yet, I still feel like a balloon, because that's what we have to go through sometimes. Am I right, ladies? That being said, I just remembered that I have some of my anti-bloat tea hiding in the cabinet that I haven't even opened yet. I might have to have some of that today. That seems like a very, very good idea. I'm working hard today on creating content and just my normal housewife life here in the big city of Minneapolis, which, after some research, my husband and I noticed is not really a big city compared to some of the other big cities that are out there, which I fully appreciate. That being said, I've started my day with my cup of coffee from the downstairs magical coffee machine with some half and half in it. Yes, I do use the half and half even though I'm currently fasting. I have about an hour, I think. Yep, I've got about an hour until I can eat food. So we're just gonna get this day going and let the time pass, and I'll eat when I'm hungry. See, the magical box of tea that I haven't even opened yet. I don't even remember what all I put in here. I have 4 Sigmatic mushroom coffee mix, which I need to finish, although I don't really enjoy it. but you know, it is what it is. This is what I was talking about. The Traditional Medicinals Weightless Tea. It's a cranberry tea that's supposed to help with anti-bloating, and I really, really love it. So what I'm actually gonna do, because desperate times call for desperate measures, let me show you the setup that I have going on right now. So since I don't actually have my hot pot, I have this hot water machine that I really love. I guess it's like a kettle, but we got it in Japan. I'm actually gonna use my coffee maker to make the hot water and hope for the best, because we don't have anything that resembles a kettle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pop the two tea bags right in the bottom there, and I'm gonna turn this bad boy on, and I have 8 cups in here. So what it's gonna do is just make a nice big kettle of hopefully super strong tea, and then once it's steeped, I'll transfer it into something that I can put in the fridge, because I really enjoy drinking this iced. It's really good iced. Wanna see what else I have in here? I have all sorts of stuff. This is my favorite cold tea. So like when you're sick, yogi tea cold season helps so much. It's got something like peppery and spicy in there. So I literally just threw a bunch of them in this box of random tea that Brianna might want while she's in temporary housing. And then I brought a lot of the David's Tea holiday collection, which I'm really bad about drinking. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking I should run back downstairs and do some holiday tea drinking. Go get myself a mug of hot water and do this instead of a second cup of coffee, because you guys have been telling me about the summer flavors that they have there, and I refuse to get summer flavors until I have consumed some of these winter flavors. I could also be very wrong, but I think that there's a David's Tea in the Mall of America, and I may or may not be going to Mall of America next week with my sister, because her and her husband already had a Minneapolis vacation planned before we even knew we were moving here. So I think they're gonna let me bum along on their Mall of America day, because I haven't been in the Mall of America since like my sophomore or junior year of high school. That was the last time I was in Minneapolis. That was the last time I was in Mall of America, and it was for a choir tour in high school. So I think it's time to revisit and see what kind of goodies I can find over at the mall. But I think there's a David's Tea there. I could be wrong. But if I'm gonna get some summer stuff, I should spend this week drinking the winter stuff. All right, it's breakfast time after a 14-hour fast, and here is what is happening. Breakfast is on repeat, the same as last week's video. Oikos 000 yogurt, which is 2 points plus 3 smart points, and I have just shy of a serving of the Simply Balanced dark chocolate almond butter, which I am loving lately. A complete serving is 5 points plus 6 smart points, I believe, but I went just below so I could get 4 points plus. I'm not sure if it would be 4 or 6 or 5 smart points, but it doesn't matter because I'm not tracking smart points. So this is 6 points plus, and then I have some raspberries because fruit, and I did in fact go downstairs and fill my thing with hot water, and I have some Santa's Secret, which is caffeinated, delicious tea, but it had like sprinkles and stuff in it, so I didn't want to drink it until I was done fasting. So here's my 6-point breakfast. Alright guys, here is my beautifully prepped lunch, if I do say so myself. We recently ordered these glass containers off of Amazon and we love them. They're 2-compartment, obviously, and we got a set of 5 for not all that much money. They come with plastic lids, which I don't recommend microwaving the lids, just because why, when you can just take them off and microwave the glass. Dishwasher safe, microwave safe, all that good stuff, and these are just wonderful. We've been really enjoying using these just as food storage, even though I haven't meal prepped anything until this meal. Now, let's talk about this meal. This is what I am calling turkey taco salad. What I have in here is ground lean turkey, 4 ounces for 4 points plus, that I cooked up with some onion, bell pepper, and just a little bit of reduced sodium taco seasoning, which I am counting as 0. So this side is 4 points. And then on this side, I just have lettuce. I have fresh pico de gallo on the bottom here. I opted to put it on the bottom so it didn't water down this lettuce on the top. So when I mix it all up, it'll be combined beautifully. And then on top, we have the Trader Joe's light shredded 3-cheese blend. This is one of those things, do I need light shredded cheese? No, I don't, but you know what? This is really good cheese. If I don't get a benefit from the full fat cheese versus the light cheese, I stick with the light cheese because I save myself some calories. So 2 points plus for the serving of the cheese on top, making this whole thing 6 points, only 6 points. And then I finally introduced myself to the reduced guilt chunky guacamole, which is very good. Is it as good as my holy guacamole cups? No, but it is a guacamole substitute and it works just as well. 2 servings of this is 1 points plus. 1 point, which means once I put this on top of this and mix it all up and all its delicious glory, it will cost me 7 points plus for my lunch. I'm so excited, you guys. All right, my something sweet is half of this Milk Bar cookie. We have an entire collection of them because we managed to go see one of their pop-up shops in Minneapolis, and we've been working our way through the treats slowly but surely. This is 4 points for the half of a cookie. This is Gracie's new favorite pastime. I can't get the lighting right because she's laying directly in the sun. She don't care. Is this your new favorite hobby? Laying in the sun? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, your sun is going away. Oh no! What will you do now, Gracie? Apparently lay there and wait for it to come back. Alright, so here's what's about to go down. It is 4 o'clock. I am feeling this really weird combination of like over-energized and completely bogged down all at the same time, which is how I know it's hormonal. Because like the energy is there, but I just can't focus. I've been working for about 4.5 hours on video editing and content stuff and social media and all that jazz. And all of the tea in the world is not helping these symptoms remedy themselves. I still feel like a balloon, which is ridiculous. The cookie was a really great afternoon sweets craving thing, which, I mean, I always love me a sweets craving, but because it's clearly PMS day, I'm letting myself have it. I'll probably have a dessert, which will put me over in my points for the day, but that's okay because I have some on like 25, 30 points left in my weekly's bank, so they're there for me to use, and now the sun is coming back. Holy cow, it's really hard to regulate the light when the sun keeps changing. So now I'm going to go downstairs to the gym and hop on the elliptical for a while because I just need to work it out, need to get some steps so I can reach my step goal, my activity goal, and all that jazz, and just kind of refocus my brain on something else for a little while. So I'm gonna go work out while Gracie sunbathes. All right, here is dinner. It is in the same meal prep container that I had for lunch, and this is leftover from Sunday night's dinner that I made for me and my husband. It is cauliflower gnocchi for 3 points plus. It is 1 chicken sausage. I apologize, I can't remember the name of it, but I do know that it is an Italian sausage, and it is 4 points plus, bringing the total up to 7 points. Green beans are 0 points, and just enough cheese on there for some flavor. Full fat cheese, Asiago Romano Parmesan blend. Believe it or not, that's only 1 point worth, which is absolutely amazing and delicious, bringing the total to 8 points for dinner. All right, this is my dessert for the evening. I had 2 of these, of the 3 chocolate birthday cake truffles. Really, really good. Definitely a satisfying PMS food. What I really appreciate about all of the milk products is they did in fact come with nutrition information. The balls were 3 points apiece, which means I had 6 points worth of dessert. And up until dessert, I clocked in at 25 out of my 27, which means that I am 4 points over for the day, which is not a problem because that's what weeklies are for. Am I right? And with that, I'm completing my eating for the day, turning on my fasting timer, and will not be eating again until tomorrow. Have a great night, guys.